Welcome back to another Advance Wars video, and today I'm going to show you the greatest comeback I've had in my 5-month career of Advance Wars, because I usually don't come back because I dig myself in holes and openings, and the only reason I win is because my opponents overcommit, which I say in every Advance Wars video, because it's the truth. This map is called Don't Drink the Water, because all the water is polluted by the nuclear fallout of this missile silo right here, and it's a mixed-based map, so I'm red with Max. So I have this area down here, this area on the side, and this kind of this diagonal. My opponent is Olaf. He's got the blue. He's got this area right here, and he's got this area right here, and this area right down here. So he's got this diagonal and this corner. So how exciting! The famous Grim Guy versus Tesla game was on this map for those of you more in tune with the Advanced Wars community. And this game is nothing like that. Like, that was like high quality. That was spectacular, and this is craptacular. So we're getting right into it. Now, just a little bit of note here. Olaf, the brain dead. He has the power to do 2 damage to everybody and make the weather snow. Max, the even more brain dead, just gives firepower bonuses to his direct units, but has really bad indirect units. So we start capturing, and don't worry, because soon enough I'll find a way to bungle this opening. As you can see, this guy encroaching on my territory right now off the jump, and I have no idea whose city is that supposed to be, if it's his or mine, because I didn't study this map before I played it, which I should have done. But now I'm just going to let him have that? Am I seriously just going to let him have that? Oh, no, I take a shot. Okay, yay, I actually shoot, but it's still not that good of a trade. All right, his turn. So he's gonna still capture. He's gonna capture over here. We're going to. He starts going for the airport, going for the comm tower. Big fat tank comes out, getting ready to stop my pressure here. And I do get that, but I don't think I'm gonna hold it. And take another shot down to 2, but I'm gonna lose this guy pretty soon. So, okay, I build a counter tank down here. Now, this is like my strong side because I have 2 factories, right? Although he has a factory in an airport, and he's got this right here. So, like, it's like kind of like pretty even actually on this like diagonal. Like in some of these mixed-based maps, the fronts are a little less obvious, and you have to think like the fronts are diagonal. Like this diagonal is a front, right? This diagonal is a front. So you just kind of have to think of it like that. But okay. So far, so good, right? I'm going to start going for the lab capture. Bam. Which, unfortunately, I'm throwing this guy away because this guy can stop the lab capture. And this guy can help next turn. If you get both their labs, you win. But I am nowhere close to getting this lab. He's got 2 tanks right there. So, and this guy's going to die, so that was pointless for me to go to this lab. I just saw a lab and I get excited, you know? That's how it goes. Now I'm going to try to get this. I decide to give up my lab, actually, to just get the city, because I'm like, okay, I just need to hold on to this lab. But as you can see, that's going to be pretty tricky, because he's going to just immediately start both my damn labs this turn and making things a little bit tricky. Now I have to at least shoot one of them, or else I just instantly lose the game on day 6. You know, like the trash noob I am. All right, let's see what we got. Bam, hit that guy, hit this guy on the comm tower, delaying it for a turn. Pick that guy up on the city, although he does get the city. And as you can see right here, I get a couple decent shots here, but he's got some reinforcements. I've already choked the opening, right? So this is like opening already choked right here. So he's gonna put a lot of pressure up here, guaranteed getting this lab, putting more pressure here. I have this tank in the middle of no man's land. Who knows what it's doing? He's gonna get my comm tower. He has his comm tower is super safe, and I mean this is a little contested, but it's still fine. I'm up 2 cities right now, but he's about to get some cities. I kill that guy, which is cool, but he's gonna get that city. He gets the lab, takes a nice couple shots on me there, so I'm not winning that area. Now this guy's gonna die. He's gonna get this city, so I'm not winning that. and he's this if this guy's not dead next turn, I lose the game. Gonna take a couple of good shots on me. Yeah, so builds a copter. So now I'm just losing, right? What the heck? It still says he's at 16 and I'm at 18? Did I go back? No, this is okay, this is weird. All right, so I'm not stopping the comm tower. It's got 2 health. He's got 3 health, so he's guaranteed getting the comm tower. So that's fun. Um, I'm about to be down 2 comm towers to freaking Olaf, so that's nice. Um, I take a nice shot there, picking up the tank, and I use my 1 to block, and I use my other 5 to block. So he's gonna have to find some way to get around to take some shots here. So I was happy about that. Oh, nice little low roll right here on the 1-1. Bam, low roll. That one stays alive. I get a nice little interrupt here. I get a heal here that's not going to get through. And let's see what else we got. Let's see what he's got. Calm Tower, his. City, his. That city, his. That city, almost his. Bam, my guy on the lab is dead. Now he's killing that guy. He's dead. That city gonna be his. Moving some people up. Copter comes up. Okay, that guy sacrifices himself for the 2. Sacrifices himself there. So I don't know why he did that. Okay, this guy dead. Instant 1 shot. This guy dead. This guy dead. He gets the roll, but okay. Tank moves up. Tank. This guy dead. Tank taking a shot. Bam. And anti-air comes in to counter my copter. All right. Let's see what I can cook up here. Let's look at it says 18 to 18, but he is going to get this. He's going to get this. It's about to be 20 to 18. He's going to get this. It's about to be 22 to 16. It's about to be 22 to 16. And he's got both comm towers. I have just thrown the opening. This is, I mean, my chess openings are so much better than this. I need to study is there a gambits in Advance Wars? Is there a Danish gambit of Advance Wars? Because I'll play that. I'll play that. Whatever I'm doing now is just not working. I am starting the comm tower back though. Comeback season. I mean, you already know because I spoiled it. But moving up. Now gonna take a shot at this guy. Bam. Gonna move back. And now I actually did that just to get enough charge to pop my regular power. My power choice was actually good in this game. Unlike my openings, which are terrible. I swear, I promise you, every game I play, I either throw I throw the opening. There's no either. I throw the opening, and either my opponent overextends and I just outplay them with micro, because my macro's awful, or I just lose the game because my macro's awful and my opponent has a brain bigger than the size of a lima bean and knows that they just have a huge advantage coming out of the opening. They convert said advantage and I just lose, right? So that's happened a lot in my very storied 5-month career in Advance Wars. All right, so with the power, I'm able to kill this guy in the lab. Now I move this 4 back off the city for no reason. Now I bring the copter up. This tank goes up to block. I protected the comm tower. Take a shot at that guy. I'm getting the comm tower back. We're coming back. We're so back. Bam. That guy's dead. Bam. He's dead. We got the max power coming in. Anti-air is built. This tank's going to die, though. Another copter comes in. We'll see what we can do. This copter, nice shot on that guy. He's gone. Tank, nice shot on that guy. So I don't know if it'd be better for him to just pick up the 4 or take this 8 and have this 4-3 kind of thing going on. I think it honestly would be better for him to just pick up the 4. Right? You have this copter to reinforce and the anti-air it could get there, but I think you just go here or something. You pick up the 4. This was an 8. Yeah, you go here, you pick up the 4, your copter's covering it. The anti-air, so it can go here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can still go there, but an 8 HP on a healthy HP, on a plains. I don't know. I don't know. But okay, he decides to do that. And who am I to criticize him after I've thrown the whole game? I mean, the only thing I did right is kill the guys on the lab so I didn't instantly lose. That was like the only smart thing I did. Oh, guess what? He's about to get 2 more cities, and I can't do anything about it. Just another example of me choking the opening. Even though this power usage was pretty good and gave me a breath of fresh air and just a tiny sliver of hope, turns out the light at the end of the tunnel was just the freight train headlight coming to hit me, because now he's about to get 3 more cities, 2 of which are mine. We're about to have a huge income swing. He's gonna kill that guy, and he's gonna go in. He's going in. Going in pretty hard here. Day 10. And get the comm tower back at least. Now my copter goes in. It's safe from the anti-air. It can't get down there. Okay, now I'm going to get this lab. I'm going to get this lab. I'm going to at least have a little bit more breathing room. My tanks go back to heal. I take a couple shots. I interrupt this, just to delay it for 1 more turn. Just trying to tread water over here. Anti-air moves up. I'm trying to block the anti-air from the tank. So like if this copter would come over here, it kill the one, then the tank would get a nice shot on the anti-air. But I think even if his tank does get a shot on the anti-air, I think that still would be enough to one-shot the copter or cripple it at least. So, all right, gonna protect the lab. Gonna take a shot over here. Gonna kill that guy on the lab because I gotta protect the labs. The only thing I've done right is protect this lab. That's the only thing I did right out of the opening. Protect the lab and not resign, I guess. At least I got some tenacity. Now let's see what he's got. Anti-air moves in towards my copter. He's gonna take a couple shots, gets a couple infantry pickups, and there's not much I can do about it besides capture his lab that he's gonna get back anyway. So that's nice. Okay, he's gonna capture a city. And let's take a nice look at this income. He is at 22,000 to 17,000. Okay, let's look at the end of his turn, the army value. He low rolls here, does not quite get this pickup. So you know what? In 16 turns, I can flip this city back with my 1 HP infantry. Now this guy pops up. Oh, another roll goes in the way of Kessler, and another 1 HP infantry survives. This is the day of the 1 HP infantry surviving. Okay, so he goes for it. He goes for the copter. So I was just theorizing about that because I kind of forgot what happened. I don't know if I think this 5 can still do a lot of damage to this copter here. So he goes for the copter, kills the 1 HP infantry, into tank hits the anti-air. However, I think this is a huge overextension. This tank is gonna shoot this tank. This tank is gonna be 6, and it's gonna be able to kill this tank, and the copter is gonna be the anti-air is gonna do huge damage on the copter. So he killed a 1 HP infantry with 100 and did 5 damage to an anti-air. That's 4,000. So we did 4,100 worth of damage. And this tank's going to die, so that's going to be 7,000 worth of damage to him right there. So bad trade for him. He's up so much. And you're Olaf. You're waiting for your Blizzard to hit. Oh, actually, it's called Winter Fury. Blizzard is his normal power. You're ready for the Blizzard Cane to hit, right? Just stay back. You have an advantage. Don't just throw away units, right? Okay, now we capture this lab, so that's nice. But now I actually do get a nice shot on that tank. I get a nice shot on that 4 tank. I'll take that. Surely he didn't calculate that my copter could go up over the river, right? And now there's that tank dead. Anti-air knocks it down to a 2. All right, so it's not quite dead, but he killed a 1 HP infantry and did half damage to an anti-air to lose an entire tank and to lose most of a copter. So not a good trade by him. This is one of the worst trade deals in the history of trade deals maybe ever. Now, this copter comes in, pops that tank. Bam. And this is the only reason I have a slight chance of winning this game. The slightest of chance is because he is overextending. He overextended over here. He needed to accumulate, build up an army. Don't let me go in. but build up an army and then attack at the, you know, pop Blizzicane, attack, right? That's what you do. That's how you play Mr. Olaf. That, but he got a little antsy, got a little feisty, and I'm gonna get some pickups. Tank goes back to get healed. And I'm still just barely hanging on for dear life though. And now here comes the polar vortex. Everything takes 2 damage. I was majorly winning in unit count and unit value because of that overextension that he had. And now, still winning in unit count, but my unit value went way down. And I'm down 6,000 in income. So I lost like 30k of unit value or 20k or something. Now this tank gets a pickup right here. That was a little much. I mean, you're throwing away this. Well, is the anti-air going to hit the copter? Yep, okay. Good move by him. Good move by him, actually. We're going to trade some tanks and some anti-airs, but he gets the copter. So I think that was fine. Anti-air gets a free pickup there, and he's going to get the lab again. So this lab is just traded hands 3 times, but he's going to end up getting it. Now he's going to... Okay, you know what? This is just the game of the 1 HP infantry. Because this guy's going to go pop this infantry down to 1. This infantry is still at 1. There's another 1 HP infantry. There it is. And this infantry is at 1 HP. So I have 4 1 HP infantries. This copter did kill another 1 HP infantry, so I could have had 5. Copter comes in. I don't think that's worth it. But what else are you going to do with a 2 HP copter? So can't really criticize that too much. Well, pick up the copter. I am going to get a nice shot on the tank and get a nice shot on the anti-air. So that anti-air is dead. Take a couple shots. I combine my 1 HP infantry with that guy to make a 6. And this 1 HP infantry, this is the little train that could. 14 turns from now, this city will be all mine. Look at that. I got this tank over here to kind of harass, and he's got this mech to back up, but right now we can take some free shots with the tank. That's always a good time. Oh, we have another 1 HP infantry right here. This is the game of the 1 HP infantry. I take a shot here on his factory because I can. His anti-air is not getting back, so that's kind of a bit of a troll move by me. You know, I do a little bit of trolling, and now the sky's clear. We have beautiful weather once again, but that guy doesn't live to see it. And he gets a nice shot on him. Okay, nice little road shot there. Why attack this 7 HP tank when you can hit the 1 HP infantry? Obviously, I'm kidding. He's going to use this 5 HP tank to deal 3 HP to that tank. Anti-air, that's a dead guy. Now his tanks are moving up. So he's counting my tanks with his tanks from this side. I'm accumulating some force down here, but he is ready to front shift over to the top where he's strong. Now he's going to kill this guy. Instead of going for the comm tower, he takes a shot. Fair enough. Anti-air tank comes in. Mech comes on the mountain. Let's see how I can respond. Well, I actually calculate this. I pull out the move planner. I do the geometry. I pull out the protractor. And first of all, I kill this guy. Kill this 1 HP infantry. And then I activate my superpower. The max blast, giving me +2 movement. Absolutely necessary. Because now I can take a shot at this. And look at the damage. 8 HP tank deals 8 HP of damage to his tank on a road. Copter comes in. This guy comes in. That guy's dead. Another 8 HP. He's on a forest. I only knock him down to a 4, but that's a huge hit. This 6 comes in. Hits this guy. This tank comes in. Knocks him down to 1 HP. I start his comm tower. And now we are beginning the comeback. We are beginning the comeback. We started the turn. I think like 25-23, something like that. Maybe 25-24. And now we're getting some units back. Getting the comm tower. Anti-air goes to get healed. We got to get healed because this copter is coming back in. You pick up the 2 HP. No, my gosh. That is a one-shot with the superpower. 5 HP tank gets on the comm tower so you can take it. 1 shot to 6 HP infantry. This 4 tank, bam, knocks that guy down to a 4, down to 1 HP again. My 1 HP infantry here, the hero, still captures the city. 8 HP tank, does a lot of damage, finishes that guy off, puts the 2 here. He's going to die to the mech, but that's okay. Take a nice shot there. And with that super, with my superpower, I'm up now 10 units. Of course, but a bunch of low HP infantry. 10 units, and I'm up about 10k in income. So, or I guess 11.5k, but not out of the woods yet. He is up 6k, or sorry, I'm not up 11.5 in income. I'm up 11.5 in value. Sorry, unit value. He is up 6k in income. 6k. Copter moves in. Tank and interrupts the comm tower. Fair enough. Oh man, he attacked into the superpower and knocks his tank down to 1 HP. This tank moves up. This tank, that's an easy pickup. Now he's going to get this city. If he gets this, he'll be up 7k in income. Tank moves up. This anti-air is kind of babysitting the airport right now, unfortunately. But he doesn't really want to leave it in tank range, right? I mean, this 4 can still shoot it. It'll do some damage. But, okay, he pulls the anti-air back. Pulls the 1 HP infantry back. I mean, the 1 HP infantry is a dead man walking, but I still try to get the comm tower, pick up that 1 HP infantry, move my tanks back to get healed. Now I decide to take more of a defensive approach. I move a bunch of stuff back to get healed, pick up that, and kill his infantry, start his city, start that city, move more stuff back to get healed, copter comes in. And yeah, I just decide I'm going to be the one pulling back and healing right now, which is not what Max wants to be doing. Max wants to be being aggressive and shooting stuff all game, but I got to do this. I have to pull back. I can't overcommit right into his territory, After he got into trouble for overcommitting, I can't just go back and do it again. But now he gets the city, and he's up 7,000. He's up 7,000 in income. Tank takes a shot. Anti-air. Dead. Mech comes in. Tank comes in. Copter comes in. Another tank's coming to reinforce this 4. We were going to fight over this city right here. Copter gets a shot on this infantry trying to interrupt. However, well, my copter and anti-air are both in range, so this copter's going to die. He has this copter and this tank to back it up. But then I have like all these tanks coming in, especially when they're getting healed, so I think he should have just let this city go, honestly, and just try to accumulate more army. And he builds a mech, he builds a tank, builds another tank over here. I think he should have just, he's up 7k. Why do you care about this city? Oh, it's going to be 5k. And yeah, this lab could be under attack, but this lab is super safe. You don't need to worry about that. This lab is not super safe, but as long as this lab is safe, it's fine. Now, we're going to take the comm tower. And I combine the little engine that could with the big engine that definitely can. And now this city has 11 health left, and it will be mine in 2 turns. Pick up that guy. Why am I shooting? Oh, I know why I'm not shooting from the city, because the mech's right there. If I shot from the city, that would be silly. All right. I thought I was being silly for a second, but I'm fine. I pick up the anti-air. Yeah, it was an anti-air. Yeah, pick up the anti-air. 7 anti-air on a copter is actually a one-shot. So, bam. Now I can start this lab. Again, this lab is super safe, so this lab is doing nothing for me. But I combine over here, start this city, take a shot right here. It's a 1 HP. This is the game of the 1 HP. I mean, we had so much just stuff living with 1 HP. This copter is able to get revenge on my copter. That's probably a one-shot, but the anti-air is right there covering that, especially with Winter Fury coming up. He definitely can deal some damage. All right, but now I'm pushing over here. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put pressure on this factory right here, and if I win the factory, I win the game. That's basically it. If I don't win the factory, I lose the game because of the 7k income difference. I do have almost double the units he has, but he's about to pop that Winter Fury, and it's not going to be a pleasant time. It's not going to be a pleasant time at all. Copter comes in, dead copter. Tank comes in, nice shot. Kills the 5 HP infantry instead of killing the 2 HP tank. Okay. Also, this tank... Never mind. I guess it could have moved over here and been one more space over. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's really hard to actually cover this over here. But okay, you got Winter Fury. He's gonna get some more shots in for popping his Winter Fury, and he decides not to pop it. And this was a fatal mistake in my opinion. This allowed me some nice maneuvers that because of my extra mobility, I'm able to punish this mistake. And if he popped that Winter Fury, he might have been able to keep surviving because he built a big fat Neo tank over here. But unfortunately for him, I now have a nice little play. First of all, I capture the city. I capture the lab. Capture that city. And we've equalized it a bit. I'm now only down 3k. And this guy's still chugging along over here. Pick up this copter. Pick up the mech. And I activate my power. I'm going to use my power as much as I can before he gets his superpower. Tank. Dead. Tank. Down to half. Oh, actually dead. And I get a nice shot here. This tank is not covering this tank. That's free. That is a free shot. Although, after his Winter Fury, this tank's going to die. But that's still a really good shot for me. Tank hits the mech. And now I use my 4 HP tank to kill the mech. And I surround the Neo tank. The Neo tank cannot get out of this factory square because of this mountain blocks. It has to kill one of these 4 HP tanks first. That's a big full HP tank and 1 HP tank is a pickup, obviously. So now I'm going to start this, and I'm almost threatening his factory. I just can't kill that Neo tank yet. Alright, I shuffle around, bring some things back to get healed, and let's see what he's got. Winter Fury. And there goes my army value down to 72,500. His tanks just go through the snow. They're used to it. Olaf is basically Russia, right? And now I'm getting to a land war in Russia during the winter. He takes some shots, starts this capture that I'm not really going to stop. And now, wait, did he just... Okay, and he decides to leave every factory empty. Except this one because he can't, because his Neo tank was trapped there. He leaves these factories empty to build the bomber. The bomber build is not without making some sense. Because you need to help out over here. And this anti-air is a 5. So it's not going to be as effective. This anti-air is an 8, which means you can one-shot it with the bomber. However, it leaves this factory completely empty. It leaves these 2 factories completely empty, which means I am big chillin'. This snow is not going to bother me too much. Yeah, I shuffle around a little bit. I get a tank. But now this Neo tank's going to be able to get out. So he's got that going for him, which is nice. But now as the snow clears, the dust settles. Bomber, that's what you want to do for a bomber. Use it to kill 2 HP tanks. Takes a shot on that guy. Now the Neo tank is still pretty strong here, and the bomber is not going to get hit by the anti-air, so they weren't like, the worst engagements to take. Gets a couple tank kills, gets an infantry kill. And this is just a bloody battle right now. But now, pick a nice shot. 1 HP anti-air. Dies to a 3 HP tank. Shooting over here. Killing that tank. Hit this guy. Oh, excuse me. This is what I get for recording at midnight. I just yawn. More shots being taken. Mech moves up. Infantry moves up towards his lab. I've got to get both labs to win, right? This lab was mine to start, but he grabbed it. No, it was his to start. That lab was mine to start. But he grabbed it. So I'm going to get this lab back eventually. I have his, and I have this, but I got to get these two. So I start going over here, and I'm actually shifting towards this factory. He had just built an infantry. There's not a whole lot in this factory left. And I've equalized the income. He has 10 units left. Of course, 2 of them are a bomber and a neo tank, but bomber one-shots the anti-air. It's gonna try to stop that city. That guy's dead. That 2 HP infantry, yeah, he's not living that. He's not living that. He builds a tank over here, but it's too little too late. I activate the max force after kind of sacking anti-air into the bomber. Sorry. Another 1 HP infantry roll. And now I shoot the tank. I calculate this. I can put this 4 HP on the factory. And I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this lab in a couple turns. I'm going to get this lab. There's not really a whole lot he can do. And I think he resigns this next turn. I'm going to pick up that tank. I think he resigns this next turn. No, he takes a shot. Okay. Takes a shot. Neo tank comes in. There it goes. So, as you can see by this game, with 56 kills and 35 deaths, this is a very bloody battle. And this is a very long video, so hopefully you enjoyed watching all of it, and I appreciate you if you made it to the end. But I choked in the opening so bad. And the only reason I won is because my opponent overcommitted. And any game my opponents don't overcommit, I just lose. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.